Right? Oh, this is gonna be the scuff thing that I'm gonna have to get over at some point or figure out how to fix at some. Or is it not? It's not going. It's not going yet, or is it? Yes? Yes? Live? Existing? Okay. Let's just ignore that any of that happened. And continue on with this murder mystery. To accuse the suspect, I must establish the opportunity, means, and motive of the crime. I can try as many times as I wish. Am I sure I'm live? Kind of. Wait. Okay, the chat is functioning at least. Okay. Okay, everything seems fine. My data just hasn't updated. It says I have 0 viewers on my stream manager, but well, we're just keep going. I can try as many times as I wish, but there is only one true answer for each section. Let's try to establish the opportunity. Section of the suspect's ceremony or testimony. Oh, he totally. Good. If it's a valid answer, the suspect will be forced to admit that they have committed the murder at the time. Otherwise, the suspect will give a counter-argument as to why that is impossible. If I was in the chamber then, Gideon or Mother Miriam would have seen me. What about Gideon and Mother Miriam were praying? I was still working. Do I have proof that he wasn't? If I do, I should contradict him. During the ceremony, no one was inside the chamber other than Mother Miriam. Let's try to establish the means. Need to present physical evidence, which I have. Good, same as before. The suspect will accept my evidence if it is valid, and deny it if they can explain why I'm wrong. There was nothing faulty with the coronet itself. Indeed, the craftsmanship was flawless, as with Gideon's performance of the ceremony. But you removed the limiter from the coronet without Gideon's knowledge, which, coupled with the coronet's high amplification, caused an oversurge. Gideon's arrogance may have endangered Mother Miriam. Finally establish the motive. Need to present psychological evidence. Good. If he is the culprit, then presented with the correct motive, the demon within him will compel him to speak the truth. If not, he will deny my claim. Your faith is what drove you to kill Mother Miriam. Why would you think so? If anything, my faith is the proof that I would not have hurt a priestess. Mother Miriam was our patron. Why would I want to harm her? The accusation was unsuccessful, which means I must investigate further. Let's cancel this for now. Okay, at least we learned about it. I think that was the point of it. Was to learn how to play this game. Okay. We have more shiny things to look at. New evidence, let's examine it. Place the coronet and the recipient in the chamber. The performer and the recipient pray in silence. Begin the song to start modulating the aether. Intensify the aether output by bringing the performance to a crescendo. Okay. Those are those steps. Let's gather everything first, I think. Examine control panel. Used to activate and control the concentration chamber, usage records show that the aether output during the ceremony was well beyond safe ranges. Okay. That's suspicious. Mother Miriam's body. The body is completely unharmed, but her head is exploded into a mess of blood and bone fragments. Door controls. Used to open and close the concentration chamber, only operable from the outside the chamber. Usage records show that it was opened twice this morning. What about the... I thought there was... Oh! I zoom. I can zoom. I'm trying to... That is pretty gross, though. Anything else shiny? Oh, I can examine that workstation. Good. Plans for constructing the ether coronet. The purpose of this device seems to be to... Found near Mother Miriam's body, parts of the amplifier component and bits of the casing have survived in the explosion. Oh, good. Okay. And then also spear blueprints. Found on Ruben's workstation, plans for restoring a relic that was recently brought to St. Walpurga's by Father Augustine. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Is that everything? Is that all the evidence I have at the moment? Alright. So I have the coronet limiter, which was removed, which was the reason the coronet exploded in the first place. We have the ceremony. We could just talk to them and present evidence to them. Consecration ceremony is meant to be glorious, beautiful. Reuben has always been devout, serious, and boring. We can't all be grand, I suppose. Uh-huh. How exactly do you operate this device? Do you press the keys, much like a normal organ? That is a crude way to phrase it. There is much artistry in the performance. The rhythm and the melody of my music affects how the energy is transferred into the implement. Okay.
Meanwhile, I adjusted the coronet's amplification at my work table, and then placed it on Mother Miriam's head. We began by closing our eyes and praying together to Ein Sof. I thought I heard the chamber open, but didn't think much of it.
Was it open at the beginning?
Mother Miriam came to me for her consecration ceremony. Mother Miriam came to me for her consecration ceremony.
Yeah.
I've performed this many times before, so I was confident.
Okay. Okay. So it was closed here, opened... It should have been opened 3 times. Actually. Yeah, usage records show that it was opened twice this morning. But wouldn't it have been opened a 3rd time for checking on the body? If he heard it open. Okay. Ask about that. The first time was when Reuben opened the chamber to let Mother Miriam in. The second time was just before the ceremony started when you closed your eyes and prayed for guidance. With the one true God as my witness, I swear that is the truth. I kneeled and listened for his voice. It must have been Reuben who opened it for some reason. He was... Yeah, let's ask Reuben about it. Well, yeah, but...
Since Gideon...
Let me ask you about this. Damn you. Let me ask you the real questions. Sealed during the ceremony to prevent any disruption. Sadly, it seems that wasn't enough. This time, poor Mother Miriam killed by Gideon's arrogance. Control panel is used to modulate the aether output in the consecration chamber. Gideon always insists on performing the ceremony. You should ask him about it. Already did. It's a nightmare. I've always taken extra precautions so that nothing like this could ever happen, and yet here we are. Are these the only pieces that were found in the chamber? I see the casing and the amplifier, but the limiter seems to be missing. How could that be? Because it's literally right here. You found it on Gideon's desk? It's no wonder that it exploded. Mother Miriam's coronet was built according to these exact specifications. If Gideon performed the ceremony correctly, the coronet would have been safe to install. Uh-huh. Now what's this? This was what I was working on during the ceremony. Father Augustine, a visiting scholar, asked me to help restore this relic. I'm quite proud of it. Visiting scholar who studies demons and the aether. Father Augustine is a scholar of demons and aetheric technologies. He's made truly remarkable discoveries. He seems like a final boss. Alright, and let's double check everything with this. Already asked him about that, and that. There's nothing... This was never supposed to happen. Mother Miriam, I'm so sorry. I can at least be comforted that her death was painless. Really now? My masterworks. It was perfectly fitted to Mother Miriam's brow. Even in pieces, you can see this. But this can't be all you found. Where's the limiter? The limiter is right here, though. Okay. The door. We already asked him about the door. Is that Ruben's little chart? He sure loves making things complicated. True art comes from the soul. Nothing in that mess of lines and wires expresses the beauty of the coronet. Huh. Oh, is that Ruben's little project? Whatever keeps him busy is fine by me. Okay. I didn't get him to do the shiny thing.
Mother made you prepare for the ceremony.
Why have Ruben do this? Why not open the chamber yourself? I did not want Mother Miriam to have to wait too long. Besides, menial work is all Ruben is good for. That's mean.
Meanwhile, we began by closing our eyes and...
You heard the door open. Perhaps. I think I also heard footsteps, but it's faint. Vague memory, not to mention impossible. After all, Mother Miriam can't open the door from within. Ruben was probably working away on some new device or another. I must have imagined it.
Meanwhile, I adjusted the coronet's
Gideon claims that the aether output values are within safe ranges, but the control panel indicates otherwise. Ooh, that's right. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Lie is unmasked. You lied, Gideon. The ceremony wasn't safe. The control panel's records show that aether output values were in abnormally high ranges. Of course it was. Mother Miriam wanted the coronet as powerful as it could be. But I am Gideon the Grand. With my talents, I had it under control. I made no errors. Something else went wrong. I just don't know what. Well, the limiter being off. Gideon has amended his testimony. Good. The statement from Gideon's testimony is now verified for 2 reasons. Specificity. It has a shorter time frame and describes a clearer set of events. Physicality. Gideon's testimony now is consistent with the records from the control panel. I can assume that any verified statement like this is true.
Mother, then I rose up, opened my eyes, and approached the control panel. I was ready to begin.
Did you hear or notice anything at this time? Come to think of it, I thought I heard something behind me. I don't remember exactly. My mind was focusing on the ceremony.
The aether output was dangerously high, but I had the chamber under control.
You've now admitted the ceremony was risky. What makes you so confident that you maintained control? Because I am a maestro. I remember every bit of my performance. Nothing that I could have overcome the coronet limiter. But the limiter wasn't there. So Gideon... Oh, the shiny thing. There we go. Narcissist. Gee. I couldn't have guessed. Myself. I am indeed talented and proud of it. Einsoft granted me my gifts and I gladly use them for his glory. Okay. Actually, I never did ask him about... Huh. One sec. I've gone through the fundamental steps of investigating a murder. However, there is much I have yet to uncover about this incident. I should continue to find more information, contradict the suspects with them, and try to accuse a suspect. No one will tell me when I am ready to accuse. That is entirely up to my discretion. Okay, good. There's no time limit. However, there are no consequences for a failed accusation. Each failure will help bring me closer to the truth of the incident. Oh, that's a nice way of saying that. Like, there's no time limit and you can kind of F up and accuse away. Okay, so what I'm wondering, let's see.
Mother Miriam came to us to receive a consecration ceremony, but she wanted something extravagant.
I'm just clicking things to see what happens. Okay. I'm gonna present... Lies on me. Oh, there we go. You know, I knew it. You test my patience, Reuben. Has your memory slipped once more? The door records show that the consecration chamber was opened twice today. Given that Gideon was praying during this time, only you could have opened the chamber. It's true that I opened the chamber again just before the ceremony started, but I had my reasons. Something about the chamber seemed unseemly. Given what happened to Mother Miriam, I feel vindicated in my fears. That seems sus. Tell me what you did in the chamber.
Since Gideon was going to handle everything.
What are you working on? I was restoring a ceremonial spear for tonight's mass. It's a magnificent relic. I think about Abbot Gregory will be pleased with the result. Nah, you're good, Damon. We're just continuing to investigate this. I'm actually like heavily suspicious of Reuben at the moment. So far we've learned that this limiter that was supposed to be on the coronet to prevent it from frying the sister was not even on the coronet. It was removed. But, like, the Gideon guy is a narcissist. He wouldn't want his whole deal, his like, pride and joy to be, like, tampered with. But we did also learn that the power supply wasn't at a safe level at all. If the limiter had been there, she would have lived. But now we're double checking his statement, because he did go and open the door again.
So I opened the consecration chamber to verify that the coronet was in working order.
Are you sure about that? Why were you checking? To perform the consecration ceremony safely, precision is critical. I wanted to make sure that the coronet was placed correctly on Mother Miriam. Are you sure about that? Why would you go in there? Oh, and also we can look into their inner mind to find pieces of their personality. Ooh, he's jealous. Ooh, he's jealous of his brother. Me, envious of Gideon? Unlikely. His artistry would be nothing without my designs. He doesn't know the first thing about how our implements actually work. All of his work is trite, superficial. Why anyone gives him attention is beyond me. You seem very jealous. My dude? Like, what?
Everything seemed fine, so I returned to my
What were you working on? I was restoring a ceremonial spear. I did see that. Uh-huh. Can I... Interesting. Let me leave this for a sec. Let me double check the demons real quick. Okay. Interesting, interesting. What else? What else can I do? Let me talk to the Gideon again.
Mother, we began by closing our eyes.
He opened the chamber while I was praying? That seems paranoid even for him. Then
I rose up, opened... The aether output was... We began by closing our eyes and praying together to Ein Sof. I thought I heard the chamber open, but didn't think much of it.
Okay, I think... Actually, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to accuse Reuben. I think it's him. Ooh, wait. Oh. Mother Miriam's death was merely a means to an end. Humiliation of Gideon. Ooh. Ooh. I think this is it. Accuse him. Accuse him.
Ein Sof sees all, Reuben.
We got there. We got there, guys.
You killed Mother Miriam to frame Gideon and take him down a peg. With Gideon gone, a daemon whispered that people would finally recognize you for your genius.
Oh.
I am older than Gideon. My work is better than Gideon, and more important.
Oh, no.
No one sees my work. No one understands my work.
Maybe because you're an asshole.
Confess, Reuben. Tell us what the daemon made you do.
Oh no, he has a demon eye now. What is this? Let's look into his soul. Oh boy.
Demonic corruption runs deep within Reuben's soul. Yet Reuben may still be saved.
Ooh, okay.
I must speak the daemon's true name. Then the daemon will be cast out.
Oh.
Suf, guide me. What daemon has possessed Reuben?
Oh. Alright, so it's not Beelzebul. I don't think it's Lucifer. I'll try it though.
Out, Lucifer! Leave this soul and return whence you came.
It wasn't Lucifer. So I think it's this guy,
Out,
Lotan.
Lotan! Leave
Yeah.
this soul and return whence you came.
There we go. Get out of here, Lotan. No one likes you, Lotan.
Magnificently done, Madam Exorcist.
They're all voiced. Oh, this game is awesome.
The power of Ain Soph compels you, Lotan. Leave this soul and return to the ether.
Thousands of years, and you humans never change.
And he's all techie too. This is so cool.
Never satisfied, always comparing, wanting more. Someone else is always richer, prettier, wiser, better.
Oh, dang.
Nothing can ever fill that void within you. Not even me.
Silence, Lotan. Reuben may yet be redeemed. You are a scourge. Without your influence, a good woman would still be alive. Leave humans be, Lotan. I banish you to the ether.
Oh, man.
As you wish, but I'll return soon enough.
Oh, dang. She's like, I'll banish you. Get out of here. And he's like, don't mind if I do.
My prince and master Lucifer walks among you.
Ooh.
Lucifer will open the gates of hell, and at last, humanity will remember its full potential. Until then, Madam Exorcist, adieu.
Oh. That adieu is, like, fantastic. Oh.
Come forth, Reuben. What remains of you?
Thank.
He's silent and still.
Unconscious?
Poor soul. Rest, Reuben. Heal, if you can.
Yep, sounds kind of sus indeed.
Sister Ada, you've returned.
I have
Was
returned.
there a demon at work after all?
Yup, it was Lotan.
I'm afraid so. The exorcism was a success. Reuben's soul has been purged. Unfortunately, the daemon was difficult to cleanse. Reuben is returned to pure innocence.
What? The exorcism shattered his mind? Can you bring him back?
It's out of my hands. If Ain Soph wills it, maybe Reuben will heal.
Guards, please escort this shell to the cryostasis cellar.
Ah, there's a cryostasis cellar? Dang. This game is metal. I like the world building here though.
I pray for his swift recovery. Abbot Gregory.
Praise be to Ain Soph, Sister Ada. You have saved us all.
Oh, it's the old man voice.
On behalf of everyone at St. Walpurgis, I express our utmost gratitude.
I like his voice.
We are not yet safe. We must act quickly until we locate the source of the demonic influence. We don't understand yet why demons would act after 100 years.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna either repeat itself over the next few levels, or maybe we'll get a twist. We'll get like a multiple twist type of thing. Ooh, I can't wait.
Holy Father, we must quarantine the abbey and the surrounding town immediately. Detain and interrogate anyone who seems suspicious.
We can try, Sister Ada, but it will be difficult, as we have visitors arriving hourly. Much like yourself, pilgrims from afar are here to celebrate Walpurgisnacht.
That was a plot point in that word. Walpurgisnacht. That's Night of Demons, I think. And it was referenced in the Slime Isekai. Hold on. Walpurgisnacht. Oh, it's a natural holiday. Walpurgisnacht is something that happens in Germany And next year it's going to be from Sunday, April 30th to Monday, May 1st. Okay. What is it, though? Abbreviation of Saint Walpurgis Night, has also known as Saint Walpurga's Eve, is the eve of the Christian feast day of Saint Walpurga. Okay. Significance. European and Scandinavian and German. Well, yeah. Interesting. Okay.
It's such a shame Mother Miriam couldn't bear witness to it.
Ah, yes. The priestess. We must destroy her body immediately. Traces of demonic influence may remain from her contact with Reuben.
No, Sister Ada, thank you for your concern, but we absolutely cannot.
Yes, that's the case as well. I also am already suspicious of Abbot Gregory as like being some kind of final boss, or of like Reuben was working on a spear for someone else. I think they also might be heavily suspicious.
Mother Miriam was a prominent figure and well loved, with decades of service. We must treat her body with dignity and give her a proper burial.
Yeah, that seems sus. Like, if the exorcist that solved your problem is saying we should burn the body and destroy it, and you're like, no, she must have a proper burial, then, like, why? Why are you doing this? That might endanger people.
Send Mother Miriam's body to the mortuary for embalming.
Your Excellency, we really ought to take the advice of the exorcist.
Yes, listen to Virgil. Not a sentence that I would usually say.
Mother Miriam's body has been desecrated enough, Virgil. Send her to the mortuary, now.
Oh, you're even more suspicious now. I don't like you, Gregory.
As you command, Your Excellency.
Holy Father, you are making a grave mistake.
Yes, you should be listening to the woman who solved all your problems.
Sister Ada, don't worry yourself. All will be well.
No, it won't.
Saint Walpurga's triumph over Lucifer has brought us a century of peace and bliss.
Uh-huh.
It's horrifying that a demon was exorcised from our abbey, but surely it was the final remnant.
Uh-huh.
The daemon within Reuben spoke of Lucifer's return. Lucifer's ways are insidious. Even the most devout among us have temptations.
Yes, the most devout among us.
It's a shame Brother Reuben fell to the demon, but the rest of my flock is stronger. Faith shall be their shield.
Uh-huh.
Now, please excuse me. This evening's mass requires my attention.
Uh-huh.
We are honored by your presence, Sister Ada. Praise be to Ein Sof.
Even the Holy Father can be foolish then, Ein Sof. Let it not be true that Lucifer walks. But if it is, Ein Sof, guide me, that I may unmask all lies, no matter how painful.
Ooh, foreboding. The daemon's final words haunted me. Lucifer was already among us. I wanted to destroy Mother Miriam's body to purge any traces of demonic influence. Abbot Gregory did not heed my words. Mother Miriam was to be given a proper burial. That afternoon, Inquisitor Virgil sent for me, asking urgently to meet him at the graveyard. That's not problematic at all. Dun dun dun.
Praise Ein Sof. Thank you for coming to our aid so quickly, Sister Ada.
Again, in the afternoon. This is all in the same day so far.
You said it was urgent. Has something happened to Mother Miriam's body?
No, in some ways. That would have been easier. There is now a second untimely death.
On the same day? Y'all.
Another murder. On the very same day. This can't be a coincidence.
That isn't for me to say, but this time, the victim is a younger acolyte named Isaac.
Not Isaac. Not the burning of Isaac.
His remains were found in the grave that was dug for Mother Miriam.
Excuse me?
Poor kid's throat was slit.
Ah.
Gruesome. Who was at the graveyard when the body was found?
Only 3 people were present this afternoon. A scholar, an embalmer, and a grave tender. Father Augustine is a scholar, visiting for Mother Miriam's funeral. The victim was his apprentice.
Father Augustine was the dude that Reuben was making a spear for. Huh. But why? So that would be interesting. If he is the one that actually did it, why would he want to kill his own apprentice? Right? Perhaps the apprentice was a relative of someone that Father Augustine disliked?
Sister Nerissa, an embalmer with a sterling reputation, preparing Mother Miriam's body for burial. Finally, Abraham, the grave tender, a layman who has kept the grounds of the abbey for many years.
And, like, the other 2 don't seem like they would just randomly kill someone, but I don't know yet. I haven't met these people.
None of them say they were near the grave until after the body was discovered.
Which means someone is lying. No matter. Ein Sof sees all. We will unmask their lies and bring the truth forward. I swear it.
Alright. Here we go. Who do I have to talk to? There's our boy Virgil. There's Augustine. We'll talk to him and get his
You must
testimony.
be Father Augustine. The victim was your apprentice, correct?
Correct. And you are Sister Ada, the exorcist. It is a unique pleasure.
I already am very suspicious of his voice as well. Thank you, but I only serve Ein Sof according to my calling. Why are you here, Father? Yes, Virgil will help guide us through the inferno. I'm visiting in preparation for Mother Miriam's sudden funeral. That was today. Yes. It is true blessing to witness your holy work, Sister Ada. I pray Isaac can rest in peace. Why are your eyes closed, bruh? How long did Isaac study under you? Did you know him well? Yeah, Virgil is Lucifer. That would be the ultimate twist in all of this. He was a fine apprentice, a ready mind and willing soul. I will mourn him in my own way. But I must admit, the prospect of witnessing an exorcism is an unexpected silver lining. Yeah, what if he is the person and he purposely, like, the demon was like, yo, you should kill your apprentice, so the demon could see what she was about to tell Lucifer. I'm already, like, pre-sussing this dude a lot. If I find you guilty, Father Augustine, you'll find the experience to be unpleasant. Tell me now, what happened this afternoon? Leave nothing out. I began by taking an afternoon stroll. Please voice your other lines.
I arrived at the graveyard with Isaac for Mother Miriam's funeral. Isaac headed to the mortuary on a minor errand.
Uh-huh. This is all in the- wait, this is all in the same day? No, hold up. So you're telling me... That is heckin' sus. Hold on. You know what's sus to me? Is, like, Virgil had said they found this dude's body in the pit, in the hole, that they were planning to bury Mother Miriam in. And yes, you do have to pre-dig those things. So, it's like, Augustine and Isaac show up. Some reason Isaac dies and is in this hole that was just dug up. This is so weird. I love this already, though. This is great. This game's great. Oh, that must be the lady.
Then I passed through the graveyard until I saw the statue of Saint Walpurga. What craftsmanship, and so well maintained.
This thing. Huh. I'm gonna... Oh. I'll zoom in on that myself to get a better look, too.
For most of the afternoon, I was walking through the graveyard, merely observing and admiring.
Very sus. Wait, hold on. Why was Isaac on the errand? What was he doing? Like, was the errand for Augustine, or... And why didn't Augustine go in? Also, this stroll is hella long. Hold on.
At sunset, I wandered to the back area to meet with Isaac.
At sunset?
I was surprised to find an open grave with something inside.
This isn't the afternoon anymore, then. What?
I was horrified to discover that it was Isaac's dead body. That's when I called for help.
This is a very strange one. This is a very, very strange one.
I arrived
just
at the
ask
graveyard
all the
with
questions.
Isaac for Mother Miriam's funeral.
Yeah, he does look like a
Isaac
villain.
headed to the mortuary on a minor errand.
Which, like, by the rules of, like, the most suspicious is probably not the suspicious one, then he's not suspicious. But everything seems suspicious about him. Indeed, were you close to her? To the Mother Miriam? No, but the abbot was too busy with mass preparations to hold her funeral, so I was trusted with the task. Okay, so that's why he was here.
Then
Was there something particular about this statue that caught your eye? Given its age, it's been immaculately maintained. The groundskeeper must be skilled. This is the most sus part. There's definitely going to be something in the scroll.
For most of the
That is a lengthy stroll. Tell me more about what you were doing. You doubt me? Show me proof that I was doing something else. Well, excuse me.
At sun,
Did you see anyone? No, I was the only one near the grave, and then
I
he
was
called.
horrified to discover
called
that it
for
was
help.
Isaac's dead body.
So you were the first to arrive at the grave. Yes, I was. Okay. Well, we have all the information from him. We can leave. Unless... No, he doesn't have the shiny eyeball yet. Okay. I'm assuming the other two are either inside or somewhere out here, so let's just explore all we have to explore. What's this? Headstone. Noble's grave. The immaculately maintained grave. Oh, you know what? Let's... If it were some meddling sister. I'm gonna immediately talk to him about this headstone. It's preserved in remarkable condition, marvelous craftsmanship too. A shame the family became disgraced. Huh. Okay, never mind then. Well, it was important, so I'll hold on to it. The information that exists. Ooh, I can examine the statue. A statue of Saint Walpurga, the founder of the abbey and patron saint of exorcists. Oh, okay. Which I've now learned is a real saint that existed. Saint Walpurga. Oh, he was over here too. Aether scanner. A portable Aether-powered device for recording images and texts. Oh. Oh, okay. There's the body. So Isaac, the victim. The victim, a teenage youth aspiring to be a scholar. Raised in the church, he joined Augustine as his apprentice 8 months ago. Okay. A scholar who researches demons. Yeah, we learned about him earlier. And then also the body. The apprentice's youthful face is serene above his cleanly slit throat with no bruising. However, an angry scar runs across his stomach. Huh. This was... Oh, there's something here. Surgical multi-tool? Why is it here? Found on the staircase between the mortuary and the grave, an aether-powered tool for making incisions, applying preservatives, and closing wounds. Ooh, that would have been the ladies. Why is the scar angry? Those are the real questions. Alright, I'm gonna ask this guy about these bits of evidence that I found real quick. Good Saint Walpurga, are you quizzing me about your own patron saint? I'm asking what it means to you. Very well. It honors her final... Her? Oh, okay. Her final victory against Lucifer in the Abbey's chapel, a true holy site. For 111 years, no demons have been sighted in our world until today. Yes, apparently twice. Also, if that's the case, why do I have a job? That's my aether scanner. I use it to record images and parse them into glyphs. Why would you leave it anywhere? His face. It's as if he just fell asleep, but how could this be? He had no enemies. Is it possible I was the intended target? Horrifying to consider. My path was not crossed one of these devices before. It must be a tool of some sort to do. Okay. Okay, I don't have any contradictions at the moment from him, so we'll leave it. And go find one of the other two that are probably in here. Yes, I can... Okay, here's the lady. Nerissa.
Praise Ain Soph. You must be the famed exorcist. It is an honor, sister. I'm Nerissa, and I serve Ain Soph by preparing the dead for burial.
Uh-huh.
I take pleasure in providing cleanliness and comfort for bodies after their souls have departed.
I see. Nerissa, how did you know the victim?
Not at all. The first time I saw him, he was curled in that grave, dirty and bloody.
Excuse me! Already a contradiction.
I prepared Mother Miriam's body for burial. There isn't much else to tell.
Excuse me! It was literally like at the beginning of the other dude's statement, it was like, oh, Isaac was here on an errand to talk to this particular person. Very sus. Very sus lady. Okay.
Early this afternoon, I informed Abraham of the funeral scheduled for this evening.
Then Abraham knew about the funeral. I certainly hope so. Why else would he dig a grave?
Once Abraham left, I started
Immediately presenting contradiction. Immediately. Lies, Nerissa. Father Augustine saw you speak to Isaac by the entrance of the mortuary. Isaac entered the mortuary. Admit it. Very well, there's no use hiding it. Please know that nothing untoward happened. The victim only stopped up. a bunch of numbers. 021409111. Thank you for the follow. Although, actually, wait, I think I recognize that set of numbers. I think you might be one of... You might be from one of the servers that I go to, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, the victim only stopped by for a moment.
Early this afternoon, I informed Abraham of the funeral scheduled for this evening.
Uh-huh.
The truth is that the apprentice did come by. He asked for a bouquet for the funeral later that day. When I showed him the bouquet, he held it for a moment and then threw it on the floor. I suppose it wasn't to his master's tastes.
Oh,
I forgot to
what?
pick it back up. Then the boy asked to be taken to the rear fields before the funeral, so I led him out the back exit.
Uh-huh. Okay. Wait, that was super recent though. So there's a load of time between the priest on his stroll before discovering the grave, where he should have met up with him forever ago. What the heck?
Mid-afternoon, Abraham barged into the mortuary, bellowing that the grave is now ready. I sent him away to focus. After Abraham's disturbance, I completed the embalming to the best of my humble abilities. Just after dark, I heard a scream from the back field. A dead body was found.
Oh, her third eye is shiny. Yeah, I'm gonna look at that next. I wanted to... After I immediately sussed her for that first thing, I wanted to listen to her testimony first. But yes, this is very important. Shiny thing. Alright, layer 1. A famine survivor? What does that have to do with anything? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Famine survivor. It might be her. One of the demons is Beelzebub. If she's not guilty, she is really responsible and careless or irresponsible. No, you're good. But no, like there is a perfect demon for her right here. The Beelzebub, the gluttonous, if she's a famine survivor. Okay. Ask her about it. Without faith, I would never have persevered through those days. I am ever grateful to Ein Sof and the kind souls of our church. Okay, let's ask her about all these things. Just so that we get them out of the way. Abraham knew about the funeral.
The truth is that the apprentice did...
Did you notice anything about the victim at this time? No, he seemed like a normal, healthy young man.
When I showed him the bouquet...
So he didn't take the bouquet with him? No, he decided it was best to return empty-handed, rather than bring something unworthy. We gotta go ask the Augustine about this bouquet errand, because according to him, he was saying, like, he didn't know what the errand was, I think.
Then the boy...
So when you last saw him, he was headed towards the grave. That's right, he left the mortuary out the back. Okay.
Mid-afternoon, Abraham barged into the mortuary, bellowing that the grave is...
Why did you send him away? Is Abraham's presence so distracting? Yes, I don't like people to stand around and gawk while I'm trying to work. No offense. I guess that makes sense.
Disturbance.
Do you consider your work complete then? I did my best, given the circumstances. I always do my best. Fair enough.
Just after dark, I heard a scream from the back field.
You ran over to the grave from the mortuary when you heard the call. Yes, Father Augustine was already there. Abraham was running over from the front field. Okay. Everything's kinda checks out. Let's ask her about a few of these things. Abraham takes extra care in maintaining that grave. I often spot him standing over it. Wait, that's a contradiction. St. Augustine was like, oh no, that noble's grave was very, very damaged, and she's saying that it's very well maintained. Right. Back to the rush to the grave. Right. She rushes to the grave. And yeah, St. Augustine's already there. The body's in there. Oh, she ran all the way
After
back.
Abraham's disturbance, I completed the embalming to the best of my humble abilities. Just after dark, I heard a scream from the back field. A dead body was found.
Maybe. And it's raining. You're right. We'll definitely keep that one in mind, but I don't know if I can contradict her with anything at this point. But that's a good thought, though. That's a good thought. I'm gonna ask her about these other things. A scanner? I don't use anything like that. We did confirm that this is St. Augustine's, but like, why is it just there? Can we perform an autopsy on the victim's body, Nerissa? I have your multi-tool here. Is this truly necessary? The victim's cause of death is quite clear. There's something peculiar about that abdominal scar. Let's reopen it and see what lies within. Ooh, yes. As you wish. Please. Oh, ooh. Because we got the tool and the dude, we're gonna open up the body. It's ready. Good, let's have a closer look. Strange liver. What's this? His liver. It's loose. It's not attached to the rest of his organs at all. Oh. That's very weird. It's an embalmed liver. You can tell by the patchy coloring. But I have no idea why it would be in the victim's body when he had only just died. Huh. That's a good reference. That's a good reference, Damon. Okay. Oh, damn, man, this is crazy. So, cause, correct me if I'm wrong. If someone cuts you open and takes out one of your organs, so long as it's not like your heart, your lungs, or like your brain. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. And then sew him back up and toss him away. And so, yeah. I think that, I don't know if there's anything else I can really contradict her with. So, like, we need to find the other dude and also look at more evidence. The embalmed body of Miriam. Oh, there's footprints here as well. Identified as Mother Miriam, there's a large incision down her stomach. Judging from the uneven coloring and chemical scent, she appears partially embalmed. So, hold on. What do you mean partly? Yeah. Look at all this time you had, though. Yeah, exactly. Like, how is it partly embalmed when you had all this time to work on it? The body on the embalming table has a clear incision that remains unsealed. How could you possibly claim that it is ready for burial? Sister Ada, I truly tried my best, but I could not finish the preparations in time. For you see, I misplaced my surgical tool. Yes, it was outside for some reason. And maybe the surgical tool was used on Isaac to take his liver out in the first place. This is a lot. I searched all over the mortuary for it, but I could not find it anywhere. I have it right here. Found your multi-tool. I am grateful. Where did you find this? It was lying in the grass near the rear staircase. Impossible. Unless someone else had stolen it. Surely Abraham couldn't do such a thing. Ooh. Ooh, we found another shiny thing. I'm concerned. I think it's her. I think she's lying. Perhaps I enjoy meat too much, but everyone has a soft spot for something, don't they? Ooh, there's more things. Nerissa Lecter? Yeah. iZombie? Yeah. Yeah, all of these fit. All of these fit. It wasn't in the mortuary? That seems improbable. I thought the same, but I searched everywhere inside. It's just not here somehow. Yes, it was outside.
I did what I could without making new incisions, but that made things slower and messier.
How did you hope to finish the embalming without your tool? I started pulling the organs out with my hands and sealing the incision with bandages. Oh my god, this poor woman gets her head blown off. And now, as like she's about to be buried, she's getting like the worst embalming of her unlife. Oh man. You are a strange woman. Let's ask her. No, I haven't met Abraham left. Okay, let's make sure we're looking at everything as well. There's a liver in here just randomly. Found on a table with other intro, still partly warm and moist. Guys, it's totally her, right? Why is there just a liver? It's warm and moist. If it was from this dead body that's been dead for like half a day, it wouldn't be warm anymore. No, it can't be. Me too. I'm like 99% it's her too. We just need to find like all the things. Dang, yeah. What the hell? My apologies, Sister Ada. I must have mishandled it. Organs are very delicate, you know. Due to the disturbances today, I haven't been able to focus properly. You are the worst at your job. Okay. Let's actually find more evidence. We will come back to this very obviously the culprit. But I'd like to have all my information. Graveyard schedule. The records show 2 notable entries for today, both explicitly authorized by Abbot Gregory. Funeral for Mother Miriam at sundown. Visit by Father Augustine, unrestricted access granted. So Augustine was allowed to go anywhere he wanted within the abbey. Okay. I mean, I still totally think it's her. What? Oh, there's the bouquet that was mentioned earlier. Motto of fresh blossoms like that found on a grave. Why were they on the floor? We already know why they were on the floor. Isaac threw them there because he thought that St. Augustine wouldn't like them. Also, hold on. Muddy footprints. Found on the floors of the mortuary, still wet, leads from the back exit of the mortuary to the embalming table. I mean, it could be from her coming back inside. I really want to find this other dude first before I do anything. How much hot sauce does she use? I don't know. Yeah, yes. This game's great. Oh, I found a shovel. It's probably, I mean, it's for digging graves. This is the grave person's thing. Where is he, by the way? Did I, like, miss him? Am I blind? Oh, wait, what's that? Wait a minute, what's that? A sickle? What's a sickle doing here? Its lightweight blade slices through the air to trim grass and chop weeds. Its sharp edge could easily injure someone. This is probably what slit the dude's throat. Near the light post to the right of the statues. Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, I could barely see him.
Release me! I had nothing to do with that boy.
Oh, that's a great voice.
You must be Abraham, the grave tender.
You might not have anything to do with that boy, but you probably have a good amount of evidence I can use to contradict everyone else. I am. I've worked here for 30 years. Worked hard without complaint. Until now. Look around you. Every bush trimmed, every headstone polished, because of me. Oh my god, my voice. No, I can't do that. I have done all that is asked of me and more. Yet, the moment something goes wrong, I'm the one blamed. At this point, no, I'm not blaming you, bruh. It's not personal. Even the most steadfast among us may fall prey to Lucifer's whispers. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. That's a great point, Naviru. That is a great point. Keep that in mind. You dug the grave in which the victim was found, didn't you? Actually, I didn't dig anything today. Then who did? How would I know? I've been busy working as always. Wait, there's a contradiction here now. Okay, immediately already a contradiction. He walked into the abbey to tell Cannibal Lady that he was done digging the grave. Mm-hmm.
As the grave tender, any crimes that took place here are your responsibility.
Why did it? I love the voice acting, but it's inconsistent and it's kind of irking. Only slightly, but it's good enough.
If you are truly innocent, hide nothing and tell me what happened. We'll find the truth together.
Cool, okay. Let's just listen to the whole testimony before we say anything.
I spent the early afternoon tending to the bushes by the mortuary.
Fair. Wait, and over there is the St. Augustine. He was waving to Isaac to go over there, I guess. Yes, and now he's checking out all the things. Okay. Checks out so far. He's spending a long time on those bushes. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, there's already a contradiction. Nerissa said that she talked to Abraham early on today to go dig the grave. Okay, duly noted. But I want to listen to the whole testimony first. He went inside.
When I headed back to the mortuary, Nerissa told me there was nothing else special to do for the day. So I left her to her work. I walked through the mortuary, then headed downhill towards the benches.
Literally different statements. Hang on. Mid-afternoon, Abraham barged into the mortuary, bellowing that the grave is now ready. I sent him away to focus. And when I headed back to the mortuary, Nerissa told me there was nothing else special to do for the day, so I left her to her work. Okay. Ugh. So we have two things to contradict him on right now. And some evidence to look to show him.
I spent the remainder of the afternoon resting on a bench.
Oh, he would have seen... We can ask him about Abraham, or Augustine then. If he was resting on the bench. Oh no, yeah, there's Augustine in this vision. And Augustine is walking that way. Okay, okay. Okay. This is a long, long span of time. Augustine discovers a grave, he yells.
Suddenly, I heard someone call for help from the back field. I ran over, surprised to see a dead body in the grave.
Hey, yo! Hey, yo, wait a minute. This is the only one where he arrives before Nerissa. There's another contradiction here. In a way. Okay. So we have three things to contradict him on.
When I headed back...
So you were dismissed early in the day? Why didn't you go home? Nerissa made it clear I should leave her to work, so I did, but there's plenty of other groundskeeping work to be done. Not sure how that proves anything. Not sure how to...
I walked through the mortuary, then headed downhill towards the benches.
Hold on. Also, can I ask you about your sickle?
I spent the early afternoon tending to the bushes by the mortuary.
Yes, present this for sure. Okay. You might trim the hedges most days, but you didn't today, did you? Instead, Nerissa asked you to dig a grave for the funeral. That's true. It is a normal part of my job. I shouldn't have lied about it, I know. I worried that if I told the truth, I thought that you'd think I killed that boy, but I didn't. When you lie to me, you veil the truth from the eye of Ein Sof. Speak the truth now. There is no room for error in this investigation. Fine. I dug the grave for the funeral, just doing my job, but it was empty when I left it. And now I just thought, what would it be like if someone based their portrayal of the Joker on Hannibal Lecter and used Mark Hamill's mannerisms for the Joker? That would be pretty good, actually. That would be very close to, it's been a while since I remembered anything from DC Universe, but Mark Hamill played a very good villain in one of the DC shows on the CW. So kind of like that. All right, let's listen to his testimony
Nerissa
again.
told me there'd be an urgent funeral in the evening. I'm not usually told who it's for.
Fair enough, fair enough.
So I picked up the shovel and went down to the rear plot to dig a
His
new
thing
grave.
is shiny. I'll look at that next.
The ground was hard. Took me some time to dig that hole.
Dug the hole. Right. Good.
I took a long break while digging. It's within my rights. There wasn't anyone else around, so it was nice and peaceful. Then I got back to it and finished digging the grave.
That's contradictory. The Augustine guy was there as well.
When the grave was ready, I walked back to the mortuary to let Nerissa know. When I headed back to the mortuary, Nerissa told me there was nothing else special to do for the day.
Okay.
So I left her to her work.
Everything else is the same. Let's look at the shiny thing. He has integrity. That's good. I'm glad that he has integrity. I regret lying. I'm an honest man, but I felt like I had to defend myself somehow from being accused. Yeah, no, fair. Can I also ask you about... I don't know anything about this. I don't know anything about this. Okay. Let me ask you about this thing. Notice that? It's your family's grave. We're not nobility anymore, but the Abbey's grounds once belonged to my ancestors. Interesting. So then why did St. Augustine, like, not like it at all? It was all confiscated after my great-uncle Sergius was branded a heretic. Too bad for the rest of us. Maybe it's Einsoft's humor that I work the land now as a laborer. Life has its ups and downs. It's a good job. Okay, now the Walpurgis statue. The statue is always an ordeal to clean, 100-some-odd years old already, as you probably know. Birds love making a mess on her head. I keep her sparkling clean almost out of spite. I don't know what that is. Why would someone put that on a grave? Yeah, I was wondering that too. Are you sure it wasn't an accident? It seems so strange to have a murder after all these years without any... Unfortunately, we're sure, Abraham, this was a demon's work. A pity. And the boy so young, too. I suppose it's part of Einsoft's will somehow. I found a good voice. I hope no one's offended by it. This was outside. That's definitely Nerissa's. I've seen her using it at her table many times, getting the dead ready to rest. I suppose it cuts and injects and repairs. I've never used one myself. Also, what about this strange liver? Whatever that is, it's embalmed already. That chemical smell is always around the mortuary. Yeah, that's the thing. So this is the liver that we found inside Isaac. It's gotta be Nerissa. Like, what the heck? What the yuck? Hey, Teddy. So, I don't know how much of this you clued in on, Teddy. So far, like, this particular murder, yeah, it's definitely Nerissa. It has to be Nerissa. I do want to, like, talk to everyone to get all the information, but it's totally Nerissa. Like, there was an embalmed liver inside a recently dead person that was not embalmed, and a fresh liver inside of a little thing. And she is a famine survivor and a carnivore, and she has all the tools to do this. It's just... I like asking everyone. Oh, usual, and see the bodies when they're all cleaned up. Nerissa must have not finished this one yet, yeah. You say that's a liver? If it is, looks like a dog got to it. That it got nibbled on? Cannibal. I don't know anything about this. Nerissa handles all the scheduling and tells me when I need to do something. Fair enough. The bouquet. Nerissa makes bouquets from a flower garden nearby. Visitors sometimes use them as offerings at the graves. Footprints? These can't be my footprints. Yeah, they have to be hers. Shovel. No. Sickle. Oh. It's true that I went inside the mortuary after working outside, but that was before the rain. Ah, that's right. Okay, so they have to be hers. It's Nerissa. It has to be Nerissa. If it's not, I don't know what's wrong with this world. That's my shovel. It's built to last. Good workmanship. I usually leave it in the mortuary when I'm not using it. Sickle. The grass grows like weeds here. I use that to keep everything tidy and neat. The way a graveyard should be. Okay. 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 I'm gonna leave you for now. I wanna... Yeah, it's definitely the doctor with Beelzebub. I want to talk to this guy one more time and show him all the things and contradict him on all the things. So, like... I'm just clicking things. I want to make sure I have all the things. Cool. Oh yeah, there we go. The tablet being on a grave for some reason. During your so-called stroll, did you drop this by any chance?